Hello folks, I'm doing double duty today. I'll be recording two videos because I'm actually away for the weekend, but I'm still trying to keep up the daily uploads, so respect the grind. So yeah, if in the next video I'm wearing this exact same outfit, that'll be why. I do change. I do have other clothes. I'm just trying to be efficient, okay? But yeah, let's get into today's video. So WrestleMania 42 is just a little over a month away now. It's taking place on Saturday the 18th of April and Sunday the 19th of April. And I suppose we can talk about some of the confirmed matches and some of the potential matches that are looking to be set up, and just talk about the state of the show as a whole. Because I think it's sneakily like because the product as itself hasn't been like overly exciting to be fair in the past year. It's taken a bit of a dip compared to like the heights of 2023 and 2024. But it's sneakily becoming like a decent card, if they, excuse the pun, play their cards right. Um, it's looking hella spicy. As it ships up, I'm actually really enjoying this road to WrestleMania, to be fair. Um, but yeah, we'll get into the confirmed matches first, obviously, and just kind of take it from there. Um, and the main event, the whole show, to the absolute surprise of nobody, we've got Roman Reigns going up against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. And folks, they've only had like two face-to-faces, and it's been fucking exceptional. Main event in the whole show, rightfully so. I struggle to see how any other potential match could get draw on the same kind of attraction, the same kind of money, the same kind of buzz, the same kind of hype as a match of this magnitude would. You think already the history that these two individuals do have. Even all like the real life beef too that they've kind of touched on in promos already with CM Punk leaving and obviously talking about and bashing WWE in his podcast. Um, and even just recently when they mentioned about him handpicking the Shield and actually not handpicking Roman Reigns, it was fucking cinema. Uh, they're two, they're so good on the mic. That's one thing I have to give it to them. Whereas like I know Roman Reigns is sparse with his appearances, but if when he is about to confront CM Punk, if he delivers anything as half as good as what he's done in the past two encounters, what a ride we are in for, folks. Obviously, he used to get stick for his mic work in the past, and it took him a long time to find his footing. But at the moment, if you're talking like active, CM Punk and Roman Reigns on the mic are two of the best active performers at the minute. There's th- even the interactions between them both, it seems so believable. It seems like they genuinely hate one another. It's fucking absolute cinema they watch. And as I say, as a massive CM Punk fan, as I was growing up, it's just great seeing him getting to go have these dream matches with these people that you thought would probably never properly come to fruition. It's like it's a fun timeline we're living in, I have to say. Um, Now in terms of who would I want to win out of these two, as I say, I would go CM Punk personally. I know that's probably not going to go down well. I know odds on are Roman Reigns probably will win the championship. Um, but I don't know. It's one thing like Roman Reigns being part time. It's just another thing. Like I just think he's not the right person for CM Punk to drop the belt to. I still think, albeit half of them are injured, I still think there's still a story to tell with the likes of the Vision. Like a Braun Breaker, I think would be a better selection to actually eventually take that belt off him. Obviously, Seth Rollins, like I feel like there's an interesting story to be told about him not wanting CM Punk to be champion while he's around. And then obviously he gets injured and then it's out of his hands and CM Punk does become the champion. I feel like there's still an interesting little wrinkle in that storyline as well. But would I hate it if Roman Reigns won? Not really. Like I wouldn't be overly surprised. Plus, it's been a while since we've seen a title on that man now, and the aura he brings when he has one is just second to none. Plus, as I say, it's a fairly newish like iteration of this championship, so like getting his name on the lineage would be huge for it as well. But yeah, as I say, just uh childhood fucking nostalgia Keelan speaking, I would like CM Punk to win personally. I don't know how you're feeling about that, but as I say, no question, That is absolutely the main event. That looks lethal off the bat. And following on from that, we've got Liv Morgan after winning the Royal Rumble going up against Stephanie Vicaire for the WWE Women's World Title as well. Now that two performers I absolutely love. I think both of them are lethal. I've always loved Liv Morgan, even in the past couple of years, she's just come on leaps and bounds with how good. She's such a good heel. Oh, she's excellent. Like she makes herself so unlikable, but at the same time so lovable at the same time. And Stephanie Vicaire, like it's just something about her. Like it's not in the same way as Roman Reigns, but she just has this aura about her, this presence that she's important, that she did. And truth be told, her title reign has been a bit lackluster. It's not been that great or that enjoyable, that exciting, but that's been through no fault of her own. I put a lot of it down to the booking. That as to why it's not been the most fruitful kind of reign, or it's not going to be remembered that long. But either way, like the year she's had as well, just from a personal standpoint, has been excellent, and she absolutely deserves to hold that title. But that said, I do expect her to drop it to Liv Morgan at Mania. I do think that even like the whole Raquel Rodriguez aspect, I don't know what's going to be happening with her, if she's going to get inserted in some way. I hope not. I think a much better like kind of matchup would just be Morgan v Vaquer, just 1-on-1. And I think they only want to put Liv Morgan back on the top of the mountain, and I think she deserves it ultimately, and I think she would do wonders for that title. I just love that wee arrogant, like ha ha ha, like the person that she bees, and I think that yeah, there'd be a lot of entertaining stuff with her regaining that championship. Uh, Moving on from that, we've got Rhea Ripley just recently after winning the Chamber, going up to face Jade Cargill for the Women's WWE Championship. Now that one, I'm excited for the match. I think it'll be a really good match. I think in terms of like presence, like Rhea Ripley, she's probably the biggest star in WWE at the minute, arguably male or female. And the biggest person to go up against Jade Cargill, definitely. But I think everybody and their dog was in the same hymn sheet that if she was fit, the most like no-brainer matchup would be Jade Cargill against Bianca Belair. But it doesn't look like she's going to be back from injury in time, so I think the perfect substitution almost is Rhea Ripley. And it'll be interesting. It's a tough one to call, you know. Um, I'm almost going to say too early. Like I don't know if they'll let Jade drop it that early, but she's held it for a long time. She's just had the one defense, which is a bit criminal. But I still think the long-term play is for Bianca to come back and take it off Jade. So with that kind of thinking and that train of thought, I'd have to say that Jade probably retains at Mania. I don't know what you're thinking, but that's if I was to guess, that's what I would say. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Obviously Brock Lesnar has issued an open challenge for Mania. Now there's a load of names going up, floating about there. We've got Seth Rollins after like his whole feud with the Vision. I think that would be cool. Obviously, with Paul Heyman obviously in the picture as well. We've got LA Knight that was floated around, which I love LA Knight in fairness. I quite enjoy him, but I don't know. I think it's a wide fan sentiment. That's not really something that people would want to see, and it would do nothing for either man. Or the clear and obvious one is Obafemi. What an absolute monster that man is. And they're like rolling the red carpet out for him, and like kind of similar way that Brock was, he's just going and tearing apart everybody. It could almost be like a real passing of the torch moment if they get Obafemi to fight against Brock Lesnar. And just have maybe not necessarily squash him. I'm not saying that. It could actually be like a genuinely good match, but just those two massive, larger than life men going at it. It's a weird sentence, but yeah, I think would be a sight to behold. 100%. It could be like a real watershed moment on like the next generation as Brock's probably on his way out. But yeah, I don't want to see LA Knight. I don't. Seth Rollins would be good, but we've seen it before as well. Like what more can you tell there? I just think something new, something fresh, Wheel with Femi would be excellent, and that was evident when the Oba challenge was issued. The many fans that were chanting Oba. I think that's the route they got to go down. But whether they do or not, I don't know. But if let's say that for argument's sake that is the match, I would expect and I would hope that Obafemi would win because I think that would do wonders for him. 100%. So that, as I say, like that's all kind of like I say confirmed. Obviously, the fucking Brock Lesnar whoever's fighting isn't confirmed, but that's the matches they're on there at the minute now. the last one I'll maybe talk about just in the meantime while we're waiting on more. Actually no, I'm not. I'm almost forgetting about the fucking biggest match of the whole weekend. It's not confirmed, but it's it's definitely setting up as El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. And bro, it's been absolute cinema. Like, this jokey like fucking lighthearted like comedy gimmick, the fact that it's got so over to this point where there's two of them, and it's almost like the fucking Spider-Man meme, like trying to point, no, I'm the real one. Like, honestly, the payoff if they do this in Mania would be fucking unreal, and it looks like they're gonna do it, and it's been so funny, so entertaining. I hope they do that. Another thing I hope they do, obviously Penta's just won the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know what they're doing with him, but as an Irishman, I want to talk about Finn Balor. Obviously, Dom's just dropped the Intercontinental title. I thought the route they were going to go down is Finn versus Dom for the title. Now that Dom's dropped it, I do think they'll get a match at Mania, and we'll get that Finn Balor babyface turn, which I think his character desperately needs. It was getting so stale, and he seems to be showing something, and the fans seem to be reacting to something with him, kind of showing respect to people and being a wee bit more on the good side. I would love to see that. But yeah, the last matches they'll talk about would be the WWE Championship match, and fuck knows what is going on with that at the minute. It is a shit show. So McIntyre gets involved in the chamber, costs Cody. Randy takes advantage. Randy wins the chamber. So okay, Randy versus Drew. No, Nick Aldis gets involved. Cody's got a match tonight against Drew McIntyre for the championship because he's been screwed. Ironically, after Drew's been getting screwed for fucking the past fucking 2 or 3 years. Um, so yeah, what happens there? Does Drew retain? Does Cody win it? And then it's Cody against Randy. It's another dream match that we've been crying out for years. Or obviously Jacob Fatu still in the background as well. Is it a fatal four way? There's so many moving pieces in it at the minute, and I think there's too many moving pieces for it to be ignored. Now, I do think Cody will win it tonight. I just think that's something so typical of WWE to do. You just hand it to him. Um, but as I say, even so, I still think it's going to be a fatal four way at Mania. One that you'd probably say that Randy Orton, the way he's being presented at the minute, and I'm back in the main event picture. I can see him winning at Mania as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put me. I'm gonna think it'll be a fatal four way. I think Randy will get a fucking full blown heel turn, and I think that'll set up like a one program properly between Cody and Randy post Mania. That's what I'll say. But again, who the fuck knows? That's a train wreck. But anyway, yeah, folks. As I say, I'm trying to record 2 videos today, so that's why I'm speaking kind of fast. I hope you can understand me. But yeah, fucking roll on Mania season. It's getting good. Hope you're having a good time. Take care. Bye.